Students, I wanted to wish you warmest congratulations on reaching the end of your first year of medical school. You did that. You did that during a pandemic even, and you brought your whole selves to the study of medicine. It has been my honor to be part of this journey with you, and I look forward to our fascinating, important, and inclusive conversations in the years to come. Congrats again.
Good morning, everyone. We just want to say thank you and best of luck in your upcoming years. We very much enjoyed teaching you histology throughout the course of this year. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did, and we look forward to seeing you at some point in the future. Best of luck.
Thanks, and I just wanted to add my thank you to all of you for being such great students. It was really a lot of fun being in the classroom with you. Thank you so much.
One of the banes of our existence as teachers is we're sort of teaching you a new language, and when you learn a new language, you never remember where you learned it. You just know that you know it. So we hope that someday you'll look back with fond memories on especially your histology education here at BU. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, Amanda here, just wishing you all well as you finish your M1 year. Super exciting, and I'm very proud of all that you've accomplished this year, and I look forward to working with you in the next 3 years.
Hi everyone, Dr. Bartolome here, wishing you a big congratulations for finishing your first year of medical school. I figured that the best way for me to share my words of wisdom is via PowerPoint presentation. And just as a heads up, these next few slides may be a little graphic. Let's get started. Just kidding. In all seriousness, I just wanted to say that I've really enjoyed teaching and interacting with your class. So I wanted to let you all in on a little secret that I've been keeping. I have a huge fear of public speaking, but I'm so glad I've had this opportunity and I've really enjoyed it. So here's some words of wisdom that I stole from a movie called Sing. Don't let your fear stop you from doing what you love. Good luck, y'all.
Okay, good morning, everyone, and welcome to our last lecture on metabolism. Today, what we'll talk about is glucose 6-phosphate, the center of the metabolic universe. As you can see here, glucose 6-phosphate is involved in glycogen breakdown, as well as glycolysis, gluconeogenesis, and the pentose phosphate pathway. Can someone put in the chat the names of pathways where we don't find glucose 6-phosphate? Okay, seriously. I just really want to congratulate all of you on making it through a long and difficult year that really looked nothing like what you expected your first year of medical school to look like. I hope you all have a wonderful summer, and I can't wait to meet all of you next year. Have fun.
I have a somewhat embarrassing Zoom tale to share with you. We were asked by a course director to send him invitations for a recurring meeting that would be used for students to attend discussion sessions once a week at the same time. And a couple of weeks ago, I made an appointment for a mammogram at the same time as the scheduled meeting. I put it in my calendar at that same time, but I wasn't scheduled to teach that particular discussion. Unbeknownst to me, Zoom sent an invitation to the course director inviting him to join a session of my mammogram. And I didn't know about it until I got an email from him in which he asked me if I was sure. This is just one example of many Zoom woes that I've had this year.
What I'd like to do is show you a few corrections that I would make in terms of choosing radiology as a career. So you'll see the top division is between crazy and sane, and I would probably not use those words, but for people who are a little bit unconventional and who have a significant attention span, nuclear medicine may be a good choice because the reports for nuclear medicine studies tend to be several pages long. For those with a shorter attention span, there's always emergency radiology and interventional radiology. If we go over to the other side of the diagram, we can see that sane, hardworking people with a nice attitude who don't like working with adults might fit in with pediatric radiology. And if we think about people who prefer working with adults, then we have GI, GU, body imaging, chest, and cardiovascular imaging. If we go into the middle section here, if we don't mind working with patients who are often anesthetized, neuro-IR is a great choice. And for those who don't mind working with pathologic specimens, then radiology research or perhaps forensic radiology might be a choice. And then for people who don't get along with other people perhaps very well, then teleradiology is a choice. Now, I would change the heading for this part because I think radiologists actually are very, very hardworking overall. And I would also change this part of the chart because I think radiologists are not so much afraid of the light, but they're not afraid of the dark. And that's where most of radiology will fit, I agree. But those who don't want to spend all their time in the dark and want to spend a fair amount of time working with actual patients, if you're thinking big, you might choose musculoskeletal imaging, and if you're thinking small, you might choose breast imaging.
Well, hello, my name is Dr. Rushmore, and with me, as always, is my friend, Sir Cheeps. Now, I've always wanted to get chickens, and the pandemic seemed like a perfect time. And while it was rough during the pandemic and there were some tough days, there's a lot of wisdom that I found in the tiny little brains of these guys, these chickens. So here is my words of wisdom from the pandemic through my friend, Sir Cheeps. Chickens go to the bathroom a lot, and they go to the bathroom everywhere. All that chicken manure that happened during the pandemic caused a lot of good things to grow, though. So I don't really think about the fact that I can't walk barefoot in my backyard anymore. I think of the trees and the plants that are growing like never before. From manure has come beauty and growth and general awesomeness. So from all of us here at the farm, to all of you, I hope that some of the manure you went through in the past year has produced some beauty and awesomeness. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Understanding Canadians, or How Not to Be an Ignorant American. Today, we're going to be discussing that greatest of Canadian favorites, Tim Hortons. You know it, and if you've had it, you love it. That lovely, incredible, delicious Canadian coffee. But who was Tim Horton? Turns out, Tim Horton was a hockey player for the Toronto Maple Leafs. His name towers over thousands of highway exits and in strip malls across the nation. And his NHL career actually spanned 22 seasons. And during his time with the Toronto Maple Leafs, Tim Horton actually won 4 Stanley Cups. Tragically, he actually passed away in 1974 after losing control of his sports car, and he was only 44. But during his life, Tim Horton was responsible for opening his first coffee and donut shop in 1964. And today, there are nearly 3,000 Tim Hortons donut shops across Canada. Ordering a double-double and a box of assorted Timbits is a proud Canadian tradition. Spent doing that on the weekends, when attending hockey games, after weddings. We love it. We can't get enough of it. So, whatever you do, do not call it the Canadian Dunkin' Donuts. Whatever Dunkin' Donuts is, I think we can all agree it is not coffee. So, May all your coffees be Tim Hortons. May your maple syrup be sweet. And may your physiology always be strong.
M1s, Pedro Falchi here with a joke for you. Patient goes to see his doctor and says, "Doctor, I always get heartburn after eating birthday cake." The doctor says, "Well, next time, don't eat the candles, silly." Ha ha ha. That's funny. Anyway, guys, congratulations on making it through a really difficult year. We are both starting at BUSM roughly at the same time, so I'm so excited to work with you all for the next 3 years. We're gonna do great things, have a great time, and enjoy a post-pandemic world very soon. Hang in there and enjoy Skit Night.
Doesn't understand the human brain is the human brain. Very deep.
Very deep.
That's Descartes, right? I don't see a anterior horizontal ramus sylvian though. It's a real brain.
Lara Fisher is very beautiful. Ooh, the frontal gyra are there, like
Yeah, they
very
are.
prominent, middle,
Yeah.
inferior, superior.
And you see an intermediate too.
Yeah.
Somebody crying over histology?
Why are we all the same?
They must be happy tears.
Oh, that's not good.
Hey, you're not so bad. Me, 30 minutes derivation of the time constant equation. Yay. I love the time constant equation.
I think the key here is the gun.
Yes.
Right. So
I am aware of that.
okay, and it's like shooting him in the back, and it's an astronaut, so he's gonna die because of the air loss. I mean, I think the time constant equation is like awesome sauce. It's amazing, and the derivation is really cool too. I mean, it just like makes it stick. So I think that I'm gonna go ahead and disagree with this one. I appreciate it, but I disagree.
Poorly structured lecture inhibits effective learning. Oh, thanks a lot, guys. Poorly structured lecture, student frustration, and it's inhibited by alcohol? Huh. Dank memes go to good doctor jokes. Okay. Fair enough. I feel somewhat insulted by that, but that's okay.
So CFOM needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. Okay. I get it. I totally get it.
Did
Identify those
Pam
pictures.
is dressed in pink and she's got blue eye shade.
Wait a minute. Okay, so now we're going to have a debate on what that is.
The one on the left is the kidney, and look at that beautiful vascular pole in there. But Professor McNeil, what's the one on the right?
I thought it was the lung. Am I wrong? Oh my God, I'll get fired if I'm
It's the lung with a piece of a ureter running through it.
And I really like the basophilic sweater. The eosinophilic shirt. I think it's really nice.
All you need to give her some Zymogen granule makeup.
Me, a person of science. Well, that's technically not a heart, so that's not fully accurate.
Some whack quiz sections, me feeling confident I'm looking at some Etsy art. Endothelium T-bar versus T-wet. What is with the terminal bar and terminal wet?
You must have done a lot on that.
Yeah, I could totally see why somebody would want to come at me with kitchen knives. I get that.
And so this is basically saying Mando is grappling with this week's content. Next week's content is coming up. And last week's content is falling off, and next week's content is coming up. Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, the other lecturers enthusiastically sharing their knowledge via incomprehensible exam questions. Syme's MGMT story. Let's face it, you'll never forget that, right?
That was an actual, okay, I'm gonna give you that. That was an actual trick question.
That's like a Pokemon war, I think is what this is referring to, right?
What the heck is this? BCR-ABL and chromosome 9, chromosome 22? It's my favorite chromosome translocations. Look at that crazy elephant penguin. Love it.
Actually, it looks like an embryo. Do you see it? With the
I
head
do.
behind the
Oh my
word
gosh,
and the tail there.
I
Look at
see
that.
it
I see pharyngeal arches right now. It's even sprouting wings.
drawing it out.
And was that important moment when you realized you once had gills? Did it change everything?
Me, come on, do something. My 2 remaining brain cells.
He's like prodding them with a stick to get them to
Poke,
activate. Yeah.
poke. That's literally what I do on my cells recording. Fire, fire, fire.
Next up in doctor school, how long should your football be? Yeah, you definitely need to know the ideal resting length of cardiomyocytes. So it should be 2.2 microns.
My knowledge about frog kidneys, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, my knowledge about everything else. What is that? They look like cucumbers.
I know, what is that? Like they're aliens.
They're infants that have been painted.
Oh my gosh.
Well, so now I'm looking at that picture very carefully, and that the infant on the right there, you can see that they've left the soles of their feet exposed. And that's a really important thing to do when you paint somebody like that, because it clogs your pores.
When the exam is too hard and you got to make sure if you are still alive. The exams are never too hard. No, don't believe it.
Winnie the Pooh, teaching cancer histology. Showing the plane you flew while teaching cancer histology.
I knew that was gonna be it.
This is the hole Saddam Hussein crawled out of, and telling students the government can see their license plates from space while teaching cancer histology. He just needs a little jar of honey there, doesn't he, to sweeten it up?
I like the period Winnie the Pooh becoming cooler.
Yeah, it's cool.
Top hat and the monocle and the mustache.
Yeah, it's almost 007-esque, isn't it?
Where are the soul sides? That's listen cephalic. There you go.
Yeah. It's technically accurate.
Oh, it's a happy brain with no soul side.
SpongeBob, me boy. I have finally sequenced the human genome.
Nicely done.
BUSM course directors, gap in course curriculum, embryology. So we're the glue that holds it together, is that what you're saying?
Is that Ren and Stimpy? Yeah, so it's a little bit of a tug of war, isn't it? Between studying for renal or EPH when your exam is on the same day. So we totally understand.
Let the record show that's actually pinky in the brain.
It's a pinky in the brain. Oh my gosh. So I'm a millennial, but I'm an elder millennial.
Captain Platysma and other neck muscles, I don't know. Okay, explain this to me. The Force, who is that? Darth Vader?
What?
So it seems to be that Dr. Sogamonian is a Teletubby who's presenting cookies in his space show.
Overflowing mountain of cookies.
I don't get it.
Content on formative quiz. It's amazing. It's an explosion of cookies, actually. And the Teletubby seems overjoyed with this explosion of cookies. You know, like making it rain. Like This is how it feels, making it rain with cookies.
What I study, things on the exam. Remember to always focus on the learning objectives.
You've done no EPH, still don't understand the first 2 weeks of endorepro. Until says you need to take time to thoroughly read the syllabus for this week's material. I'm in danger. I'm in danger.
Out of pocket, way out of pocket for some remedial exam. Okay, the exam wasn't that far out of left field. Was it? I object.
Wisco's fun activity and me. That's awesome.
It's a seal.
I thought that looks like a dog. I thought it was a dog. Is it a seal?
It's a dog pretending to be a seal.
Pretending to be a seal, exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, you know, the pelvis and perineum, I can see how that could be like Jaws and, you know, coming up on you like this.
So George Wang says, the beat goes hard. And then Simone Levy, Dr. Levy says, just lower your audio level. And it was 1 minute apart. Yeah. MC Cornwall.
Yeah, MC Cornwall.
Queen McNeil, first of her name, flipping her histo lecture to align with a flipped module like some sort of conformist. Leaving the house before dawn to lecture in a bathroom for 3 hours so you can give a live lecture while still smiling, answering questions, and nerding us out with
Nerding out
with the M1s.
And I think this is wrapped, right? You should wrap this. Here, I'll do the beatbox. Boom, 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 boom. You gonna wrap it? You gonna wrap it?
I don't really.
You don't rap. Okay, right. You don't.
So this reads, friendship ended with spinal cord. Now, brain is my best friend. It's so sad. They're the same. CNS. It should say friendship with CNS enhanced. Spinal cord, heart's brain. And together they make me.
Good morning. This is Dr. Aaron William Young, and today we are going to be learning about capillaries.
Before beginning, it's worth noting that our current understanding of ventilation-perfusion relationships in the lung was such important work that it was actually the recipient of the 1956 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine. To begin with, we can start with a simple question, which is what determines the exchange of oxygen and CO2 in the lung?
Thank you for your kind attention, and have a great day. Simone, Simon. Sorry, I was muted. I really enjoyed teaching you this year in the neuroscience and endorepo module. I enjoyed talking about thyroid and the thyroid storm, the Hashimoto thyroiditis, the postpartum thyroiditis, and of course, goiter.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and welcome to a day in the life of a first-year medical student. My first alarm goes off at 7:50, but I snooze it about 4 times and finally get out of bed at around 9:40. I have discussion from 10 to 12, so I log into the Zoom and then go and take a shower. I come back and scroll through Twitter and make sure I don't miss any breakout rooms. I make some ramen for lunch, and then I decide to look at all my emails. I sit down and respond to all the emails that I get. Once I finish responding to emails, I go and download all the lectures to my iPad. I then realize I have 14 hours of lectures to watch in order to catch up. So I decide to call it a night and just eat some ice cream.
Okay, so good morning. This is Dr. Jean-Jacques Zogomonian, and today we're going to be discussing the medial longitudinal fasciculus. Good morning again, this is Dr. Sogomonian, and in this lecture we're going to be discussing the circle of Willis, specifically the basilar artery. Hello, good morning again, this is Dr. Sogomonian, and today we're going to focus on the nomenclature of sensory and motor systems. Hello, this is Dr. Sogomonian. Do you have any question for me? Yeah, Dr. Sogomonian, can you just point out a plasma cell on this slide for me, please? No.
Doctor, are the test results ready? I'm dying from curiosity. Not just from curiosity. Looks like you're pregnant. I'm pregnant? No. Just looks like you are. So, doctor, how much time do I have left? I'd say about 10. 10 what? 9. So, any drugs or alcohol? Nope, I just wear Crocs. Interesting.
All right, everybody, good job today. So for your practical exam, we're going to ask you to identify the indicated vessel here.
Dr. Wisco, are you supposed to be sharing your screen? I don't see the slides.
Oh, no. Oh, sorry. Hang on a second. Looks like my screen share is not working. Okay, we're going to have to do this old fashioned way. Okay, let's see. I happen to have this printed out. All right, here we go. All right. So I need you to be able to identify the indicated vessel. In fact, I'm pointing at it right now.
Yeah, I see that. Could you maybe zoom in a little?
How about this? Does that work better?
Yeah, sure, that's fine. Let me just, is that the medial femoral circumflex artery, internal elastic lamina?
Can you see it better now?
Is that the same picture? Is that the brain?
It's the pancreas.
Look, if you had one shot, one opportunity to go to BU School of Medicine in one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip? Let's go!
I hopped off the plane at BOS with a dream and my white coat on. Welcome to the land where Yankees suck. Am I gonna fit in? Hopped in the lift, here I am for the first time. I look to my right and I see the 6-go sign. This is all so crazy. Everybody seems so excited.
But now every time we Zoom, I get this feeling in every breakout room. I swear I could die. Can you feel my radio pulse? Neither can I. Am I still alive? 'Cause every time we Zoom, I forget to mute it. In every breakout room, I reach for a handle. Can you hear my love dub sound? Neither can I. Need to leave, call now.
It's doctrine, we're brain dead. It's been an hour of talking about feelings.
Oh crap, the patient case. Don't wanna interview. We look around the room. Time is passing slower than it has before.
Waiting for a volunteer so we don't have to go. Wait, the girl in front of us, she's gonna volunteer. We're breaking free, we're soaring,
flying. It's time to catch up from lecture we missed today.
She should hurry so that we can leave.
So that we can leave.
Ooh. She wears blue scrubs, I wear face shield. She's a pro sector, but I'm just a first year. Worried about the day when you wake up and find that what you're studying for has been set the whole time. If you could see that there's a lot of terms to learn on the all day long, so why can't you see? There's no glucose in PE. Sitting back and flipping through my flashcards all the time. How could you not know, baby? There's no glucose in PE. There's no glucose in PE.
I got traps in the back, clavicles attached, pupil matted black, got the shades that's black to match. Stretching through this course, having some remorse. I've been reading slides, you ain't even got the study guides. Can anatomy teach me nothing? You can't teach me nothing. Can anatomy teach me nothing? You can't teach me nothing.
They send me in, don't know what for. The patient strolls walking in through the door. I say I'm Sean, I'm an M1. I don't know much but percuss with my thumbs. Everyone else knows the diagnosis. Everyone else but me. Patients confuse me way more than nobody else. And when I take sexual history, it gets me overwhelmed. But when I head out the room, it ain't hard to tell. I don't know, no clue what is wrong with them.
They say we gotta hold on and go to class. It doesn't make a difference if we try or half-ass. We've got each other, and that's enough for us. Let's all take some shots. Whoa, we're a quarter way there. Whoa, starting to lose my hair. Take my notes, we'll make it, I swear. Whoa, living on a prayer.
Okay, I need a vote for my SCOMSA reps. Let me do that now. Oh wow. Okay, she says she's Cuban American. That's pretty cool. I like Cuba. I'll vote for her. Oh, I like his haircut. I like his haircut. I'm voting for him. The others, let me see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, guess my voting's done. Okay, and so then the neural crest cells migrate, and in the end, you get a very, very important structure. Okay, so now I'm going to break you guys out into breakout rooms to discuss these concepts. Anthony, can you get everybody split into breakout rooms for us, please? Hi, everyone. Well, that was awkward. Yeah, that was very awkward. Okay, I guess I can share my screen. Thank you so much. You know, I would share my screen, but my BioLucida just crashes every time I'm in a breakout room. So thank you. Okay, so these cells, I mean, to me, they look pretty eosinophilic. What do you guys think? What do you think, student 5? You've been on mute and with your video off for the last hour. Are you still there? Hi, congrats on being selected as the new interest group leader. Welcome and thank you for coming to this handoff meeting.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for choosing me to be the next leader. I'm really excited.
Yeah, absolutely. If you have any questions at all about the club, like just feel free to email me at any time.
Actually, I do have a few questions. So if I have an idea for an event, how do I go about getting approval for that?
So actually we didn't do anything this year. We didn't do any events. So I don't know the answer to that. I don't know.
Do you have any posters from this past year that could be used for next year if we want to do similar events?
Actually, I take back what I said about emailing me with any questions. For questions like that, you're going to have to email Amanda because I don't know. Like I said, we didn't do anything this year, but you can still email me if you have like other questions, just like generally about life and about school, but not about the club, okay? Okay, and then over here on the left side of my screen, you can see the neural ectoderm separating and migrating away from the splanchnic mesoderm and the somatic mesoderm, okay? And just remember, if there's a question on the exam that you are unsure about, the answer will always be splanchnic mesoderm. Okay, so what was your question? What is FSH and what is LH? Well, so the answer to your question really, it lies in evolution. And, you know, evolution is so cool that if you look back at even, you know, structures like the pancreas, you know, we can learn so much about our own pancreas from, say, a spider's pancreas. I mean, Evolution is just amazing. I expect you all have heard that the quiz is due tomorrow. Quiz 1 will be due tomorrow. So the question today really is, are the kidneys like my neighbor Dave, or are they more like me? I have this neighbor and he just throws out all of his junk from the garage, every single piece of it. And I'm walking by and I'm like, what is going on here today, Dave? Dave just throws all of his junk out from his house. And then when it's out there on the driveway, he sorts through it. He sees which ones he should bring back into the house, and then selectively chooses and then throws the rest away from there. For those of you who weren't in class yesterday, I just reminded everyone that we do have an exam tomorrow for EPH. Did I tell you that we are in our 6th extinction, by the way? That is very, very important for us to know. Evolution is just, it's so important. It's so important. What was your question again? So the question is, are the kidneys more like my neighbor Dave, or are they like me? So preceptorship actually started last week. No, we haven't sent you any information about that, but yes, it did start last week. Yeah. Yeah. We will try and get you the information as soon as possible. JJ, what do you think that cell is over here? From my view, it looks like it could be a plasma cell from here. Just a quick reminder, we do have actually a second exam for EPH that will be tomorrow. By the way, did I tell you all that I was an engineering major in college? I mean, yeah, it's so fascinating. All of this is just so fascinating, and it'll never be tested, of course, but let me delve into it for about 30 minutes, just because it's so, so important. Okay, so I see here that we have run over time by 10 minutes. So unfortunately for you guys, that means you don't get a break because we are running late. And in order for us to start back on time, we're gonna have to go get started with the next lecture. So I'm gonna ask Dr. Borkin to come here and talk about why potassium K is the big kahuna, okay? Oh yes, and also we have your community project is due tomorrow morning by 9. At this point in your training, we expect you to be able to do a smoking cessation counseling to a patient or screen for intimate partner violence, even if we haven't taught you to do that yet. We fully expect that from all of you. Which tie do we like best?
Hi guys, my name is Glia Adiposer, and welcome to my channel! This channel is all about my life as an M1 in medical school. Can you believe it, you guys? Oh my god. I'm gonna walk you through a whole day in my life as an M1. Let's get started. Every morning, I wake up at 5 a.m. because my body's circadian rhythm is naturally matched to that hour. I'm so sorry for that minor interruption. I wake up early because it's a key time for self-care. Part of my self-care includes meditating. It helps clear your mind of any toxic, negative thoughts. Another benefit to waking up early is that I get to get up, get dressed, and have an easy breezy walk to school in the fresh air, and that really helps to get my blood pumping in the morning. Also, I should mention that CoverGirl stole Easy Breezy from me. Morning, I start the day with organic, free-range, cage-free whole grain oats. This helps train the smooth muscles in my digestive tract. We learned about that in the gastrointestinal module 1 month ago. Did you already forget? Yikes.
So, it's possible that the same drug is binding also to other receptors. And if it's binding to other...
Oh, hi! How are you?
Hi!
Oh, what am I doing this summer?
I didn't ask.
Well, I'm going to be an author on 5 different publications, and I know, and then I have a surgical internship at Mass General. Well, I'm going to be an author on 5 different publications, and I know, and then I have a surgical internship at Mass General. I'm also being a mentor to inner city kids and teaching them about science. What are you doing? So just that? Well, you'll have plenty of time to relax. And there's plenty of time third year to do more research. All right, well, bye. She will never get into plastics residency at that rate. My goal as an M1 is to get straight A's every year of medical school.
I thought classes were pass-fail.
I know it's pass-fail, but who's the real winner? Every night before bed, I make sure to do 3,000 antipas to consolidate that information while I sleep. All hail the space bar.
That's like what the party is about, Candyland.
Oh my god.
I will literally you up.
Oh my god, Courtney.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Alright you guys, I hope you found this video really inspirational. Now don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram for the outfits that I wear to class every single day, as well as a new workout routine which should be coming soon. Okay you guys, bye!
Years old, they come in covered in talcum powder, tachypnic, tachycardic, ataxic, taco tubes. That last one, scratch that. That's my lunch plans for today. What do y'all think is going on with this patient?
It's definitely maple syrup urine disease.
I was thinking COPD or like a disease of the elasticity of the lung, right?
Are you kidding me? Don't you not remember maple syrup urine disease? We literally studied that 2 months ago. Good luck and step
It
one.
actually is COPD. I honestly don't understand what in the case made you think it was maple syrup urine disease.